Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 1, that is introduction to power systems, overhead transmission lines and overhead line insulators. Here we are going to discuss the concepts like ACSR conductors, advantages of ACSR conductors, galvanized steel and cadmium copper. So first of all, here we are going to discuss about that ACSR conductors, I mean aluminium conductor steel reinforced or steel core aluminum. If you look about an aluminum conductor steel reinforced conductors in India, out of 100% of our transmission and distribution system, 85% to 90% conductors are ACSR conductors. So here aluminum conductor having a central core of galvanized steel wires which is used for high voltage transmission purpose. Generally ACSR conductors are used to transfer that higher voltage transmission, and it is a composite conductor because it is a mixture of both aluminum and steel. This is done to increase the tensile strength of aluminum conductor because compared to aluminum, galvanized steel has higher tensile strength. In order to increase that higher tensile strength of this ACSR conductor, here we are going to add galvanized steel as one of the ratio for the aluminum ratio as to increase the tensile strength. Next, steel core aluminum conductor, I mean aluminum conductor steel reinforced consists of central steel wires. Then this steel wire is surrounded by number of aluminum wires. So for better understand about that mixture of this ratio, here I am going to give one figure where it shows that cross section view of the conductor for better understand about the concept of ACSR conductors. So this is that graphical representation for better understand about the concept of ACSR conductors. If you see here in center, this brown color, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands are steel conductors. These 7 strands are surrounded by 30 aluminum conductors. So if you look about the ratio of these steel and aluminum, steel is like 7, aluminum is like 30. So 7 by 30 ratio we are using in order to get good conductivity and high tensile strength for these ACSR conductors. There are practically different types of AC conductors are there. For suppose if you see this figure here, it consists of 1 steel wire surrounded by 6 aluminum strands. Here if you see that 1 steel strand surrounded by 18 aluminum strands. Here if you see that 1 steel strand surrounded by 36 aluminum strands. Here if you see that 7 steel strands surrounded by 12 aluminum strands. Here if you see that in this figure 7 steel strands surrounded by 26 aluminum strands. If you see here 7 steel strands surrounded by 45 aluminum strands. If you see here 7 steel strands surrounded by 54 aluminum strands. If you see here 19 steel strands are surrounded by 54 aluminum strands. If you see here the number of steel strands from here to here, first 3 figure only 1 strand. Next it is increased to 7, here 7, here 7, here 7. In the next 4 figures the steel strands are 7. If you are going to increase that more number of steel strands, where we are going to increase that high tensile strength for these ACSR conductors. So the cross section of two metals are generally in the ratio of 1:6. 1 steel strand surrounded by 6 aluminum strands. But if you are going to modify this 1:6 as 1:4, that means 1 steel strand surrounded by 4 aluminum strands, where we are going to increase the tensile strength of the ACSR conductor. Thus the ACSR or steel reinforced aluminum conductor has larger diameter, less sag, high tensile strength. So some of the advantages of ACSR conductor, that is it has better specific weight. The steel core takes greater percent of mechanical strength when we are increasing the number of steel strands, whereas aluminum carries bulk load of current whose conductivity is very high compared to steel, hence more suitable for high voltage transmission line because of its attractive conductivity and tensile strength. Towers are smaller height and are sufficient in order to save the cost and also to reduce that sag. Hence cost is effective for high voltage transmission line when we are going to use that ACSR conductors. Next, what is meant by galvanized steel and what are the properties of galvanized steel? Here if you see that galvanized steel is different that of normal steel, because normal steel is getting a problem with rusting, but galvanized steel is free from rusting. So that's why galvanized steel is going to use for various types of conductors in terms of its alloys because of its attractive properties. Let us see the properties of galvanized steel here. It is very high tensile strength because it is steel, then that's why the tensile strength is very high compared to aluminum and copper. Then it is around 40 to 320 kg per millimeter square of its density. Then it can be used for extremely long spans or for short line sections because it has high tensile strength. That's why whose resistance is very high. So that's why it is limited for extremely long spans or for short line sections only we are preferring, otherwise the cost is effective. Then it is exposed to abnormally high stresses due to climatic conditions because of its attractive high tensile strength, and these are found in rural areas because due to poor conductivity and high resistance of steel, it is not suitable for high voltage transmission, because if it is preferred for high voltage transmission system, then the rate of flow of current, that is electricity, is very poor because of its high resistance due to this galvanized steel. So that's why this galvanized steel, wherever we are going to use in terms of ratio for various alloys, it is limited for only one strand or two strands. It depends upon the required amount of mechanical strength which is required for that conductor. Based upon that requirement, we can choose that the ratio of this galvanized steel in any alloy. So anyhow, this galvanized steel is limited only for long spans or short line sections, and it is not suitable for high voltage transmission system. However, it can be used for low power, short distance, and for cost effective place. We can prefer this galvanized steel because of its attractive properties. Next, cadmium copper. So as we know that copper, hard drawn copper and soft drawn copper. Hard drawn copper generally we can use when designing of conductors, but now we are going to use that one more copper called cadmium copper. What is cadmium copper? Because some places copper alloyed with cadmium is used for transmission lines, because when we are going to add the cadmium like 1 or 2% to the hard drawn copper, then it increases that tensile strength, because copper is good in terms of conductivity, copper is poor in terms of tensile strength, mechanical strength. In order to improve that mechanical strength of the copper, if you are going to use that copper as for the design of conductors, then we have to improve its mechanical strength or tensile strength. In order to improve that mechanical strength or tensile strength, generally we are going to add 1 or 2% of cadmium to hard drawn copper. If you are going to use this 1 or 2% of cadmium to copper, then the tensile strength is increased about 50% and the conductivity is only reduced by 15%. Anyhow, it is somewhat attractive in order to choose this cadmium copper as one of the material in order to make that conductors for high voltage transmission system for long spans. So in this scenario, now we are going to add this cadmium only in the ratio of like 1 to 2%. If you are going to add 1 to 2%, then 50% of tensile strength is increases and only 15% of conductivity is decreases. Due to its attractive feature like tensile strength is increased about 50%, generally we can prefer this cadmium copper for the design of conductors, and it is highly suitable for extremely longer spans because of its high tensile strength. Next, the cost increases. It is used only for short span and smaller cross section, because while we are adding cadmium to copper as to increase that 50% of tensile strength or mechanical strength, but we are losing that 15% of conductivity. Among these two things, we can prefer that one of the advantage that the copper increases its tensile strength to 50%. So we can take this phenomenon into account, and that's why we are going to choose this type of cadmium copper as to increase the construction of using that conductor. So that's why it is preferable for short span and smaller cross section as cost is effective. Thank you.